Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be making a whole bunch of these little tiny crosses here to give away on my next mission trip. We've got a bunch of different types of wood. I still have this whole bucket full of little billet strips I had started ripping down, and then I realized I already reached the 50 crosses I needed to make for the last mission trip, or to give away to people who had supported the mission trip. And I still have all of these pieces left over that I've got to do the final cuts on to bring them down to the final dimensions of 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch. And I also have a few pieces of zebra wood that, while I was trying to do a 45-degree miter lock on them for a picture frame I was making for my girlfriend, the pieces got away from me and tore themselves up, so I'm going to use them for more pieces. And I also have all of this free walnut that are all offcuts from a job, and yeah, let's get into it. We're going to be listening to some righteous rock and roll. If you'd like to follow my playlist, I'll leave the link to it in the description. First thing we'll want to do, because we're going to be ripping some skinny strips here, we're going to want to take some tape, lay a couple layers over this. As I said, I'm making a bunch of crosses for a mission trip I'm going on at the start of next year. Stick around to the end to find out how many crosses I make. The main reason for me making this video is to share about the mission trip and the different areas we will be helping in, and how you can help too. Why am I making these crosses for the mission trip? Well, I plan on bringing some crosses with me to Rwanda and Uganda for me and the team to give away as gifts to people we meet. I wasn't able to give away as many as I would have liked to during the last mission trip, but this time I'll definitely have enough. Once I have enough finished, I plan on opening an online store also, some of the proceeds from the crosses going towards the mission trip. Now, let's talk about the trip a little bit. At the end of December, we'll be starting our trip. We're leaving cold Canada and going to warm Rwanda and Uganda for 3 weeks. But I'll be in Rwanda for a bit longer, but I digress. It's a lot of sawdust. This trip is all done through a non-profit organization called Summit International Outreach Society, or SIOS for short. Most of the team went on a similar mission trip with me last summer, with a couple new members to the team this time around. While we were over there last time, we held conferences, visited schools, gave away goats, and much more. And we've been invited back. This time we'll be having even more conferences, hosting a vocational Bible school, sharing the gospel in the communities and on the streets, visiting and helping local non-profits that serve children with disabilities. We'll also be giving away hundreds of Bibles. We're also giving away an embroidery machine to a community empowerment program, and paying school fees. Which is one thing I just want to quickly talk about real quick, because growing up in Canada, we have it good when it comes to school. Because unless you're going to a private school, school doesn't cost a dime. And while I was over there last time, I noticed that many kids, their parents couldn't afford their school fees. And some kids had to even take it upon themselves to pay for their own school. On top of that, some have to walk for multiple hours, sometimes through rough terrain, to even get to school. Because of this, we're fundraising to help students with a year of school fees in Uganda. We're also planning on buying some land for a local non-profit, Mapore Children's, while we're in Rwanda, to give them some more space to use. And there are many more things planned for this mission trip. But at the end of the day, all of these things we plan on doing, it's going to cost a lot. That's where you can come in. Any help that you can give is greatly appreciated. Shot right here. Shot it straight back there. So be careful while cutting. You don't want to have anything kick back at you. If you're interested in donating or just want to know a bit more about the organization, I'll have a link to the SIOS website in the description. If you want to support but can't financially, please pray for a successful trip and share this video around. I'm not sure what else to say at this point, so I'll talk about the crosses for a little bit. It's maple, poplar, walnut, bamboo, paduk, zebra wood. Then we're going to start rounding everything over till it looks like this. This one's walnut and this one's also walnut, but because of the parts of the piece of wood that they came off of, this one's a lot lighter in color. Then we've got two pieces of zebra wood, but just with the grain going differently. And I'm going to see how both of them turn out, but I'm probably going to use this one here. Then we've also got this one wood here. I forget the name of it. Starts with a P. Then we've got some bamboo right here. Take a knife. Matthew 16 verse 24. Then Jesus said to his disciples, "Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross and follow me." Although this verse isn't talking about wearing an actual cross necklace, it's a call to deny oneself and to put God before themselves. These necklaces are meant to be public declarations and reminders of someone's faith and decision to give their life to God. Each of the crosses are one of a kind. Some might look similar, but never the same. Just like the ways we have to deny ourselves might be similar, but are different from person to person. The only things each of the crosses has in common is the fact that they're all made by the same hands and the material used was originally destined for the bin, but was saved and repurposed for better things. Here are the crosses once they're all done. As you can see that they're all unique in their own ways, whether that's the color of the wood or the grain of the wood. Some crosses turn out like this one, where they have just some natural defects in the wood itself. I honestly think that the defects look sick, so I'm keeping the defects. If you'd like a cross that's unique like you, feel free to subscribe and turn on notifications, because that is the best way I can think of for you to stay up to date on my progress of me making the crosses and eventually a website to sell them on. Thanks for listening. Please consider donating and supporting the trip. Any amount helps. Now, enjoy the rest of the video. Bye. Let's see how many there actually are.
One hour later.
In total, in this bucket right here, well, this cardboard box, we've got 1,099 crosses, and then I've also got about another 11 that I have already done all the finishing on, and now I just got to finish the rest of this. Most likely I'll try and get a live stream going showing the process of that, just so So there's something to watch. Till next time.